Let's talk Arcane! And today specifically we're going to be talking about the similarities between the Vi and Powder dynamic in Season 1 and the Jinx and Isha dynamic in Season 2. Jinx adopts a lot of Vi's behaviours when taking on the older sister role for Isha. The scene where I started to pick up on this is in Season 2, Episode 4, where one of the opening scenes is of a bug battle hosted by Jinx. In this battle, both Isha and Jinx choose their bugs, decorate them according to their colour schemes, and set them out to face off against each other. To me, this instantly reminded me of episode 8 of season 1, where Vi is led with Caitlyn, talking about a game she and Powder used to play together as children.
We played a game where we pretended to be bigger and bigger monsters.
In this game, she and Powder would take it in turns coming up with bigger, scarier monsters to fight each other. After explaining the rules of the game, Vi then says this.
Sometimes I'd get carried away and she'd get scared.
Now, watching these scenes side by side created a few similarities in my mind. Not only is Jinx recreating a similar game with Isha, she's also making it less scary for Isha because she herself would sometimes get scared. These scenes also have a similar connection to later scenes. Let me explain. When Vi talks about playing the game with Powder, she says this.
And a real monster showed up and I just ran away.
Referring to Season 1, Episode 3. Now, in this episode, Vander is taken by Silco and his crew, which inspires Vi to come out of hiding to rescue him. Vi goes on the rescue mission, only to lose Vander and the remainder of her family, other than Powder. Now, jumping forward to Season 2, Episode 4, in this episode, Jinx is choosing to lie low because of the Piltover incident. Again, this time Isha is taken by enforcers, which inspires Jinx to come out of hiding to go and rescue her. A fun little detail is when Jinx discovers that Isha has been taken, when she's hallucinating, the only hallucination that isn't aggressive is Isha, which is an adorable little detail. Jinx goes on the rescue mission, saves Isha, is shown the effect she has on the Undercity, and eventually, when the monster shows up, gets Vander back, which is the exact opposite of what happened in Season 1, Episode 3. This episode shows Jinx stepping into the older sister role a lot more, sending Isha away when the battles arise, just like Vi did when they were younger, and of course this will also foreshadow Episode 6. Over the first 6 episodes, Jinx and Isha's connection only grows. At Episode 6, this reaches its summit. Throughout this episode, you can see Isha stashing hex gems in a pouch on her side in a very similar way to how Powder stashed them throughout Act 1 of Season 1. The show even focuses on her doing this. This is nasty foreshadowing from Riot, and rewatching this episode was painful in itself. Now, this episode looks like it will end peacefully until Jace stumbles back from his Hexcore vacation and removes a Victor's insides, leaving us with a scene I swear I've seen somewhere before. Am I upset with him doing this? Yes. Do I understand why he did it and think it was absolutely necessary? Also yes. This was never real to begin with. If you want it to be real, AO3 exists. I am positive there's a happy ending on there for you. Unfortunately, this is Arcane. So, what happens? Everything goes wrong. The village dies, Vander becomes aggressive, Vander then kills this guy, Ambessa sets loose her army, and all of a sudden, we are watching a very different show to the one we had 5 minutes ago. Jinx tries to reach Vander, but of course, Vander is now gone, and he hits her out of the way. Isha sees this and realises that she can help, the same way Powder realises she could help with the Hex Crystals years ago. Whereas Powder loaded a monkey bomb, Isha loads Jinx's gun. Both with 3 gems, Isha takes off running towards Vander, flashbacks of her life with Jinx playing, showing us what she is thinking about. Jinx tries to intervene, realising what's happening, but is held back by Vi, who also doesn't want to lose her sister here. Isha looks towards Jinx one last time, looks up at Vander, then fires, ending the episode. Now I'm starting to see a lot of little sister sacrifice in this show, in episode 6 and 9 specifically. Jinx sacrificing herself for Vi is not a subject I'm going to be touching on today, because if I'm being completely honest, the people that are theorising that she is secretly alive have a very, very strong point, and I might just be willing to believe them.